One of my all-time favorite sweets is chewy caramel, but that unfortunately is loaded with sugar, butter, and all kinds of chemicals. Today I'm going to teach you how to make a 5-minute no-cook caramel using dates, coconut milk, salt, and lemon juice. Begin by pitting your dates. You can use any amount of dates you want, but make sure you pick an appropriate size for your food processor. You want to fill it up about halfway. Next, you'll add the coconut milk. My personal preference is light, but I happen to have full fat on hand. You're not going to need a whole ton of this. I would say about 2 to 3 tablespoons at max, but I usually eyeball what I'm doing. I hope you pour this a little more graceful than I did. After you add the coconut milk, go ahead and add your salt. You can add as much salt as you want to taste. I usually like a little bit of a saltier caramel, so I go for at least a half of a teaspoon, but I always start with a quarter. You can always add, but it's a lot harder to take away. After you add the salt and the coconut milk, turn on your food processor. You can see here that I set mine to high, which was a mistake since it nearly jumped off the counter. To avoid this, just set it on low, or don't use partially frozen dates like I did. Continue to process your dates and other ingredients until you get a creamy caramel-like consistency. Chances are, though, you're going to need to scrape down the bowl at least once. At this point, I decided to add the lemon juice not so gracefully into the top of my food processor. You can add this in at any point, as there really is no reason for doing it here. This is just where I've gotten into the habit of doing it. While there are many ways to use this caramel, today I'm going to show you how to make it more like a chewy caramel candy. I'm going to take the mixture and spread it as smooth as I can on the bottom of the pan. Getting it in the container is probably the most difficult part of the process. You're just going to want another utensil to help you get it off of the spatula. Once the caramel is spread out, it's time to top it with whatever you want. Today I used pecans, but I've used toasted coconut in the past, and that worked just as well. As I said before, this caramel is extremely versatile. I've used it before in oatmeal, cakes, pies, cookies. Anywhere that you can possibly use caramel, this one would be a great substitute. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe for more videos.